Now I have finished with the black, about to start the gold shading. So we are starting from here, from the bottom. It doesn't mean that you have to do exactly how it is there in the sketch. You can give your own strokes. Whatever you think will look good, you can give. Okay. You can make it a little thick since it is a big petal. And that is the second petal. Here it is like small bends. For my convenience, I kept the design also upside down since my painting is, I'm doing it upside down. Easier for me to see what exactly and how exactly each page, each design is. All right. And here, only this petal we'll have to give a little bit of shading like this. All right. So that is finished. Next is this one, which I have it here. The middle. That's the middle. Then the sides here. Okay. This turns like here. Whenever you're doing this sari paintings and the painting which comes right in front, that is as I said, this comes exactly on the near to the shoulder area, because if it is somebody who is really tall, it may come at the chest area, but somebody who is little short, it will come at the shoulder area. So the person standing opposite to them, they will be able to see the design nicely. So try and make it as beautiful as possible. All the other paintings will be a little away. The one at the pallu or the one which is below, all those will not be seen so close. So this you have to make sure that you do real justice to your painting. All your strokes, everything should be beautiful. You got my point. Try and make it as beautiful as possible. Do it only when you have enough time. Don't be in a hurry. Okay, so that red is also done. Now the smaller buds, just lines only. We just have to give few lines. Next, what I would like to tell everyone is how to take care of your sari, or when you're giving, when you're selling it to somebody, what are the instructions that you should give it to them. So, and not only sari paintings, any fabric painting, because maintenance of the painting, fabric painting is not as you think. It is like slightly, not everybody will be aware of it. So you have to guide them how it has to be maintained, especially when they wash. There's nothing wrong in washing, they can just wash, but it is always better to do hand wash. Of course, you can put it in the washing machine, but somebody who wants to have it lifelong or something like that, it's better to hand wash. Never put it directly onto the sunlight. Put the reverse side for drying up. Next is ironing. Even now, once you finish, how do we, before folding it, once it is dry, how do we maintain it after that? All that is very important. As I said, now this is almost complete. Not almost, this portion is totally complete. Since it is done, I shouldn't, it's better not to move it from here. If it can remain here, let it be, since I'm using it on my dining table. Of course, we need to move it to some other portion when we are supposed to have our food and all that. So what you can do is make sure that you don't remove it from this frame. And the exact timing to dry is 24 hours. So for 24 hours, today now it is the evening, till tomorrow evening, let it dry nicely. Wherein from the back also there is little air, from the front also it gets a breeze, or maybe under the fan or whatever it is. Leave it 24 hours. Once all the paintings are over, what we have to do is put the reverse side on the ironing table, put a small handkerchief on that, and then do the ironing. Understood? Put a handkerchief. You put one in the front also, because usually some people will have a little bit of uh, what do you call, the material which is on the ironing table, depends upon that also. Let it not get on to the paint, even if it is dry. Some woolen material or something. Make sure that you put a normal cotton on over the ironing table, and you are putting the good portion, the front portion onto the table, and the reverse backside of the thing only you're painting. I mean, the backside only you're ironing. So when we iron on that, we are putting a handkerchief. If it is a small thing, we can put a handkerchief. Yeah, I always use a handkerchief, especially the gents handkerchief, the bigger one, and iron it on top of that. I kept one separately like that. You'll never get any paint over it, but that is how you. It's kind of a printing. This paint will become a print later, so that it will never go. So do never forget to iron it from the reverse. All right. If you want to iron on the front portion also, still do the same thing. Put the handkerchief over it and then iron it. Then you can fold or wash and do anything. But only washing is only after 24 hours, okay? That is how the maintenance of the painting, fabric painting is being done. All right.